The COVID-19 crisis has had a devastating effect on the performing arts across the country, with many operations grinding to a halt. However, the Market Theatre Foundation isn't holding back. Despite these circumstances, they've commissioned new shows which will be staged online across all its social media platforms so that nobody misses out on their theatre fix. Well, what exactly can we expect in terms of the developments? We're joined by the Market Theatre's James Ngcobo. James, good evening. The Market Theatre has certainly been innovative in trying to respond to the times. So tell us about these programs that you're busy with.
Well, we have just launched a season called Newzroom, and it is commissioned new works. I had a chat with 10 playwrights, and some of them are seasoned playwrights, and some of them are new emerging voices, and we were able to just really concoct these amazing ideas and amazing, beautiful biographies, and we've created these plays that we've been rehearsing and shooting that will be part of our continuum of curating and programming on the different spaces at the market. And to also say that, you know, we are dealing with this very difficult terrain to navigate at the moment. And it's one thing to sit and wallow and cry about it, but the other thing is how do we then get around it and still adhere to everything that we have to adhere to, all the strict conditions, but at the same time we are able to create productions that mean that we are constantly hoisting the flag of the Market Theatre Foundation.
James, it's not the first project that you're launching under lockdown, so I wonder, what was the uptake of the previous ones that you've been holding?
Well, I mean, one of the most beautiful things that happened is that after our President Cyril Ramaphosa announced the very first lockdown when we hit level 5, 3 days later, I already had a conversation with 45 of actors, some of the finest actors in the country, and we got them to record monologues for us. And the traction that came from those monologues was absolutely frightening. There were actors that had like 12,000 views, 9,000 views, and we were then very much convinced that people are missing the content that is always programmed at the market, and we needed to find a way to segue from actors recording themselves into a space where we are using high-definition cameras, and we are recording these plays with broadcast quality. And this is why we're doing what we're doing, and we've, at the moment, has become really the most visible theatre in the country, because we've just been carrying on, and the work that we were supposed to do in the first quarter of this financial year, we have then taken that work from the physical space that is the Market Theatre to the social media platforms, and the response has been absolutely humbling for us.
How are you ensuring that people are still relatively safe, especially given the amount of work that you are still doing?
You know, we have compliant officers at the market, and I sat down with our CEO, CFO, and the producers of the market, and we make sure we are absolutely vigilant. You know, anyone that enters that space, if you're not in the register, you can't come in. We need to know who you are, what you're there for, how long you're there for, because we are liable as a social space. We are liable for safety in our venues, and so we definitely. I mean, the first week we have an engagement with directors and actors and designers that is around 2 weeks. The first week, directors get to work with actors through Zoom and all the other platforms that are there, and then the second week they come to the market, and we take them to the Bunny Simon Theatre whilst the designers are preparing the sets. We are using the John Carney Theatre as our home where all these things are shot. Once we're doing that work, we've been shooting also the works, and the National Arts Festival has been working at the market, but it's been absolutely seamless. The way that we've done everything, and I've been working with the team to just make sure that we don't have to explain anything later, because for me, when you get to a space of explaining, it's too late. So it's just about being diligent.
All right, James Ngcobo, let's leave it there for tonight. We certainly wish you all of the best with those productions that you're carrying.